Welcome to the Echo Sportscast Spotlight interview.
I'm Paul McLean.
And I'm Dave Dale. We have a very special guest today, Malory Dominico from the Nipissing Lakers women's hockey team. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
You have a big game on Saturday night against Queens?
Yes, we do.
In the afternoon, I guess, eh?
Yes, at 4.
Right on. Have you guys played them yet this year?
Not this season, we haven't.
Mm-hmm.
First
I know
time.
that there's a long sort of rivalry with them. You've seen them in the playoffs a few times.
We do. Usually every season, they're our first round playoff. So, yeah, bit of a rivalry there.
I see that you're at the top of the offensive stats again.
I'm up there. Yeah.
How many goals, how many assists?
Oh, goodness. I think I'm at 8 goals and 6 assists right now.
Pretty good for, 10 or 11 games?
I think we're at 11 games.
Yeah, up to 11. You guys are 10-1. And you're pretty good. I actually checked the stats. You got that down there.
I did.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's really cool. You have a fundraiser that you do with, and you get donations per points. Can you explain it a little bit?
Yes, so I started the Young Leader Legacy last year, and so for every point I get, either a goal or assist, Wolves Den Gas Bar sponsors me $100 per point, and at the end of the season, that total will go towards KidSport North Bay.
And you did this for a very special reason. Yes.
So over the past couple of years, I've had 6 friends pass away, and they were all young leaders and athletic. They were very involved in athletics in the community, and they all passed away due to different health issues. And I just wanted to do something to honor them and to kind of keep their name alive within the community. So this was just my way to try to do that, yeah.
Tell us about those people and name them so we don't forget them.
So Alexa Corneal, she was my captain 1 year in Midget AA here in North Bay. I played with her for 1 year, and then as she graduated a year later, she passed away from a heart arrhythmia. So that was Alexa. And then Avery Andrew was my captain in Barrie when I played junior down there. And on New Year's, actually, during our season, she passed away in a car accident, so that was very tough for our team. And then there was Kira Daniel. She's a local athlete, I guess, in North Bay. She passed away from cancer. And then there was Andrew Wilson, another North Bay local, and he passed away to a heart condition. Then there was Noah Dugas, as many know, who passed away from different complications. And then there was Camilla LaBelle, who I went to high school with, was involved in the basketball community here, and she also passed away due to some heart implications. So,
well, that's a rough thing, but it's great that you're carrying on something that we remember them, and it helps others who get into sports. With KidSport helps sort of supplement the costs of hockey and other things.
And then, speaking on the leadership side, I mean, it is so wonderful to be able to, like you said, remember them for, one of the aspects of their life that obviously means so much to all of us with sport. But that's just one way that you do it. I know I can attest to your involvement with the now Junior Lakers, former Ice Bolts, and what you mean to all of those girls. My daughters included, but I know all of their teammates and everyone light up when you're involved, whether it's your role in helping to coach certain teams or coming out and doing skills. It's amazing. It's amazing to see that. How did you get started in that? Where did that come from, or what led you to want to be involved the way and how much you are?
Well, I think it kind of all stemmed from my sister, who many know. She was a very big hockey player in North Bay, and I had the chance to play with her on the Ice Bolts as well as the Lakers. And we kind of started helping out with our hockey camps through like Dan Selin mostly. And then from there, a lot of people wanted us to kind of start a little girls' camp. We haven't yet had the foundation to start all that, but we just tried to find other ways to be involved with the community. And especially lately that the Ice Bolts kind of turned into the Junior Lakers.
Yep.
Our team is very involved with helping out different teams. As you said, I help out with Brooke's team.
Yeah.
And so we kind of just try our best to make an impact and help them grow and be successful.
And how do you find the current landscape of what the kids have? Maybe if you compare that back when you were an ice bolt and getting started, and how did you get started in hockey? What's your earliest hockey memories?
I think I got started in hockey. I was probably about 6 or 7. I kind of started late, and I only really started because my sister did.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to be like her. However, I would say that it's a lot different now. We didn't really have any like role models to look up to as much as we do now. And we didn't really have any involvement through like the Lakers or anybody coming to our team. So it was kind of just us and boys camps, honestly.
Yep.
However, like now there are so many female camps, like the Lakers, we put on a big girls camp in the summer. And I think that is really important nowadays for the girls to be successful. And
in terms of your sister and sort of breaking some barriers and, leading the way, but you're no slouch yourself.
Yeah.
How's she feeling about the fact that you've passed her for all-time points in as a Nipissing Laker?
And we should say her name, Maria.
Maria. Yeah. No, we kind of always had a friendly competition about it, especially when we were playing together. But we are both like each other's biggest supporters. So she's so happy to see me be successful. And she's always cheering for me on the ice. But yeah.
Yeah. It's got to feel good.
It does feel good. But yeah.
And then, so you moved. Did you move away to play for Barrie, or were you kind of commuting? Like, how did that junior year
I
work?
moved away for like 2 months, but the whole billet situation just wasn't really working out for me. So I did move home kind of really, really early in October, and my parents decided to like commute to and from Barrie about 3 to 4 times a week.
So, I mean, we know that. I know that. It was a very committed parents that are in there. I'm not sure if you know this, but your grandfather's business at one point was actually where my store is. So we were neighbors.
Yes, yeah.
And so I can remember first your sister, and he was always in asking about sticks or different equipment or getting you guys skates and that. So it's very fun for me to have watched you guys grow up and now be, the showpiece for the Nipissing Lakers hockey. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So, you guys going to win the Nationals this year or what?
I hope so. That is the plan.
Yeah.
Right now, we're off to a very strong start. Like Paul mentioned, we're 10-1 right now, so we're just hoping to keep things rolling. We have 2 more games left of the first half, both at home. So hopefully win those 2 and then have a bit of a break, take some time to ourselves to kind of just,
who do you play next Wednesday?
We play Waterloo.
So that's a rare Wednesday game for you guys.
It is.
Yeah. Are they a tough team?
Yes. They're ranked 5th nationally, and then they're first in their conference.
Yeah.
So it'll be
And who beat you so far?
Windsor.
Windsor did.
Yeah. We lost our first home game, I think, 4-0.
Yeah.
But
does that sting?
It does. Yeah. But now we're on a winning streak, so we're hoping to keep that alive.
Compare this team to last year as far as its structure and depth.
So we're kind of very similar to last year. We only lost, give or take, 2 or 3 players. We did lose our leading point leader, Katie Chomiak. She moved on, a registered nurse now, so good job for her. But other than that, we've kind of had the same team, same foundation. We have a lot new recruits this year, and whether they're in the lineup or not, they've been like a very important piece to support each other. And we're rolling pretty well.
Yeah. What kind of lessons can you take from the 2 trips to nationals into this year, and how maybe do you pass that on to those new recruits who I'm sure it's a pretty crowded dressing room, I guess, too.
It is.
Yeah.
He added about 3 new stalls. In there.
But how do you, what can you share with those girls so that, when your times come and move on to the next stage, like what can you leave behind for them about what Nipissing hockey is and what it means to play at the university level?
A lot of it is just enjoying being and sharing this experience with each other. We're together almost 7 days a week, so just appreciating each other and all these memories and moments that we make. And then when it comes to on the ice, just you have to give your all each shift. Can't take any team lightly. No matter if you're first in the standings and you're playing the 10th team, like any team is there to win. So just giving your all and supporting each other, whether you're in or out of the lineup, everybody plays a huge piece on the team.
Recently, we had the Junior Lakers tournament in town, and this was the second year in a row that you guys got to play in front of the massive crowd. And talk to us about what's that like to be in front of that many people?
I haven't really experienced anything like that. The first time definitely was last year with the Junior Laker tournament, and it's just a very like heartfelt moment for me, at least, because I'm from North Bay and this is kind of my minor hockey association, and just the support that we get from the girls and knowing how much we have an impact on them and that they look up to us, just like you can't really put it into words.
And the noise is on another level too.
Yeah, it is. Actually, last year, Turk didn't do it this year, but we had a 7 a.m. practice the day before the game and the tournament, and he said, well, he didn't really say. He blasted the stereo in Memorial Gardens and just said, you have to scream over this music because the girls are going to be screaming even louder. So, yeah.
It was crazy. I think it's such a cool experience. Did you pick up on anything from any of the girls you were playing against? Like in terms of did they seem shocked or maybe surprised by what it was? At least you guys knew what to expect from the year before.
To be honest, I kind of forget who we even played that game. Like I feel like I was just like so in the zone and in the moment there and just like appreciating everything that was around me. Luckily we won.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So beyond hockey too, as a Nipissing athlete, I know, from my experience with Lindsay coaching and Rachel and stuff, you guys seems like a very interconnected, not just on the hockey team, but you seem to support other teams and know the athletes. Like what's it like to be a Nipissing Laker?
Yeah, we definitely try to support each and every team and celebrate their successes as much. Sorry. We need to cut some stuff out here. But for example, like our student trainer, she plays on the women's soccer team. And so we were, oh my gosh, I can't speak right now.
It's okay.
Well, they went to the Nationals,
yes.
Yeah. In Halifax, I think it was.
Yeah, so like we all like got together to stream the women's soccer game and like just cheer her on. And you just make a lot of connections between all of like the different teams, and you make a lot of like new friendships, and it's nice to just go out and support them.
Well, when the basketball crowd's cheering you on because you're so much taller than everybody else.
Yeah.
I want to hear a little bit about Darren's coaching. You've seen him did he coach you in midget?
No.
Or he was already at the university level? Yeah. But what's it like being coached by Darren?
I would say Darren and I used to butt heads quite a bit in my first year, but we've definitely grown together to know, I don't really know the word. We've grown in the sense that he knows how I take feedback and how I can build off of that feedback, and he's very smart and he knows what he's doing. You kind of just have to trust him, which was a little tough for me at the beginning. But no, like I wouldn't really want any other coach rather than him. So, yeah.
The other thing I wanted to touch upon, and Dan Selin and his role, and I know you and Maria are excellent skaters, and that's such a big part of the game at the university level. It's almost like you guys were made for it. Tell me about Dan Selin's ability to help teach you the edges and how to be the skater you are.
Yeah, I think I've been involved in Dan Selin's camps probably since I was like 10 years old. he just takes the time to really focus like one-on-one with you on how to like nail each different technique. And he's always encouraging. I'm somebody that says like, if I can't get it once, like, oh, I can't do it, I'm done, I'm giving up. He's like, no, you can do it. And then he'll take the time to kind of just go over it with you and make sure that you are getting
Well, one of his most important things about what he teaches is the heads up part of it. It allows you to be confident and safe at the same time.
Yes. He definitely has made me a heads up hockey player, because I used to always skate with kind of like blinders on. My head's down and I'm not looking at anybody around me. And all of the training from moving my head like shoulder to shoulder and like always looking up has definitely come strictly from Dan. So
yeah, it's an important part.
I think a big part of it too is, teaching to do things at speed. And I think it probably was hard for you, which is why you've been able to pass that on to my daughter Brooke, who struggles with it, that, failing in a practice is not bad. That's how you get better, and that's how you can reach that. But, if you're so focused on trying to get it right all the time, it's hard. But yeah, that's something I've certainly observed from Dan, and you guys have been great, because even, as Dan gets older, and he still finds a way to connect to all of the kids. And I know Brooke just feeds off of getting that positive feedback. But I really think, yourself and Madison Desmarais, another North Bay on the Lakers, really played a huge part in teaching the kids that it's okay to fail, because that's how you become a better hockey player.
I think one of the attributes you get from training his program is being able to be the fastest in the first 15 feet, basically, and as well as knowing your body and how to balance. Right, it's the balance. I can't explain it as well as he can, but
that's why he has a whole book about it. So.
Yeah, he has a whole book and a video, and I've talked to him many times about it. But I've seen also all the different players that have gone through his program over the years, and I remember watching you in Ice Bolts.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's you can see that the players at each of the different higher levels before university, you just stand out, right? It makes such a big difference. Even I think I don't have the video because I was having a beer in the old Hall of Fame room. I think you scored the 4th goal on Saturday night.
I did, yes.
Yes, and from my recollection, is you got into a spot to do that, right? Like you just had the angle without effort, being able to be in the right spot to make that shot.
Yep.
Right? So that's one of the things that comes with having confidence and knowing your edges, I guess. And that's the extent of my hockey knowledge right there.
I thought it was very good. You sounded quite professional in it, yeah. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, that's it. What are you taking in school?
So I actually graduated in June. I graduated with a business degree in a concentration in human resource. And right now I'm kind of just back at school, taking a couple courses each semester to fulfill my eligibility to play. So I think technically right now I'm enrolled in criminal justice, but I'm still kind of taking business courses just to kind of expand my knowledge and take the courses that I wasn't able to when I was actually completing my degree. But
so victory lap at university.
Kind of, yeah.
Enjoying school.
Basically.
And are you an ambassador to North Bay, to new athletes coming in? Do you have to tour people around and tell them what life in North Bay is like?
What are you working? Where are you working?
I work at Canadore College right now. I'm a placement coordinator for their School of Sport and Recreation. So basically, I'm just reaching out to community organizations to try and find placement opportunities for the students in 3 different programs at Canadore.
So paid placements, or?
They can be if the organization offers them, but mostly they're just like the volunteer type placements. Yeah.
Well, if you know anybody that wants to get into co-hosting a sports program, Paul and I want to take a day off here.
Got lots of interviews and lots of things to cover. So
yeah, right on. It's. I think I saw Maria. We got one of the awards last spring, I think, Sports Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Yeah, and she mentioned how much you guys cheer each other on in that.
Yes.
It made one of our heritage moments earlier. describe how it feels to be an athlete in North Bay, because there is a lot of support for athletes in North Bay.
Yeah, the reason that I really stayed at Nipissing is because I love North Bay and I love the community, and I've always had nothing but support, like from my minor hockey to when I played junior to now my university career. Everybody's always so supportive, and I wouldn't get that anywhere else.
Well, we got to plug Maria's. She's teaching training, right?
Yep.
What's the name of her business? I stumped you right on. But I just saw a post there where she's offering her own sort of
like
hockey
shooting
school.
lessons.
Is it shooting lessons?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a little synthetic ice pad. Just past the hospital, and she offers shooting lessons Tuesday to Thursday, like 5 to like 8 p.m. or something. Yeah.
Yeah, she was quite the sniper.
Yeah, she was. She was pretty good.
She's not bad.
She's not bad, but I do have more goals than her, so.
Yeah. But do you have a goal where you're flipping the puck up while you're in full stride?
No, my hands aren't good like that. But
Save that till nationals.
yeah.
Anyways,
I'll whip that out. I still have a couple more games in my career, so.
As the career comes down, and I mean, there's a bit of a clock on that. What are you hoping to do when it does wrap up?
Yeah, I haven't thought that far. I'm trying not to think that far, honestly.
Yeah.
But it is like really hitting me hard, especially there's like 12 of us on the team that are graduating this year. We're kind of like, oh, this is our last home game. This is our last bus trip. And we're like, oh my goodness, like, what are we going to do? Definitely the PWHL is something that's always like toying around in my mind. But with that said, like I can enter myself and I might not get drafted. So for that, I kind of just have to focus on really having a good season. And then potentially looking about playing overseas for a year just to get that experience. Not many people say that they have done that. So that's also something in the back of my mind, but I really don't have any set plans right now. But yeah.
Well, excellent.
Well, I think there's going to be lots of room in town for coaching and continuing to pass on the skills, because I know there's a lot of young girls that could really learn from you guys. You've just set such an amazing example. And and I think anytime you're around the rink, like I said, the girls light up when they see us. So it's really great to everything that you guys do.
I think my sister and I do want to create like our own hockey school. But we just haven't really sat down and like talked about the logistics or kind of everything to start that up. But I do think that is something that we are hoping to sometime introduce to the North Bay community. So
I think I know some people that might be able to help with some logistics. So maybe we'll chat a little bit off air about that and have something else to talk about soon.
Well, we're going to wrap it up a little bit here, and then we're going to have you do that commercial. I know you've been looking forward to it. For the last time. Is there any words of wisdom that you want to give young athletes that are just, looking at what the possibilities of university? I know everybody's got the dream, but what should they be thinking when they're in U12, U10 at that age?
What do you want to tell Brooklyn to listen to right now?
Honestly, just to have fun. Like hockey needs to be fun in order for you to have a career in hockey. If you are putting all of your, if you're putting too much focus on it and you're not having fun, they will get burnt out by the time that they're in university. And they need to make the memories and share the fun moments with their friends right now to keep that love of hockey alive.
Yeah, words with wisdom for sure.
Yeah.
Live in the moment.
Yes. That's
things come together if you just keep living in those moments and enjoy it for sure. Mm-hmm. You definitely get better at things when you like what you do.
Exactly.
And if you or somebody else is putting too much pressure on it, then you're looking at having to.
It feels like work.
Heal back from that, right? Mm-hmm. It's the wrong direction to go if it's too serious.
Yeah.
Well, right on. Well, thank you very much.
Yep, thanks for having
We're
me.
going to have you back in the playoff times there. Hopefully on the send-off to going to nationals for the third time.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Third time's a charm.
Well, you've heard another Echo Sportscast Spotlight interview.
I'm Paul McLean.
And I'm Dave Dale. Thank you very much. And please share with all the young hockey players that you know these words to wisdom to live by. Malory Dominico. Thank you.
Thank you.